So back at the Beely Good Farm this afternoon, I'm going to drop a few trees down over there and get a head start on getting some stuff down for the next time I'm out here. Probably be a couple more days before I get back out here and work for a full day. I'm going to work on dropping some of those trees over there and just getting as much down as possible. Hopefully get that load of logs out. He had his guys come over here yesterday or the day before. They went in here and hand cut all those little sweet gum trees down, and man, I think that really makes that look a lot better, doesn't it? Just got all that junk cut out of there, all the small stuff. Oh yeah, that cleaned that up nice. I come in here and rake all that stuff up and clean that up. Took down a couple of those smaller ones, just making room to drop these. I'll domino them all down, and then when it's time to cut them up, I'll just drag them out where I can get to it. Because it's hot today and I'm wearing shorts and I really don't feel like chainsawing, so I'll save that for save that for a good cool morning. Back in. Dig around those and go ahead and get those pushed over. And is that little one gonna come down with it, or is it gonna stay put? Timber! Broke the whole top out of that one. Good, now I don't have to deal with it. Little timber. have it, I'll go ahead and drop that other pine tree and then go ahead and knock these gum trees down and get them piled up out of the way. Back out here bright and early this morning. Got the 220 warming up. I came over here yesterday while I was working on that road job and got one load of logs out, small trailer load. And while I was here, I went ahead and took down that big poplar tree. We had some pretty nasty storms they were calling for last night, so I didn't want it to blow over just being out here all by itself. Those poplar trees don't have tremendous root systems on them, so I didn't want that to be laying across my excavator and or his house. So I went ahead and pushed it over, and I'm gonna clean that up this morning and go over here and start taking down a few more of those trees. Like I said, I come over here, I'll add that video before this, the other day and took down a few trees right there. But yeah, got a little rain last night, so shouldn't be dusty to start with. Let's get started. So I got the treetop cleaned up. Came over here and moved some stuff around. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop these trees right here along the clearing limits. That way I can take all the brush and start stacking it up over here out of the way and get rid of all that debris right there. Unfortunately, I've kind of got to move it twice because I'm not burning it up here just because of the time restraint. Pretty much they probably will start logging into next week, and it's too close to the house for all this stuff, so I'm hauling it back there to the pond site where I've got to burn everything else. But I can't haul it back there till they cut the trees down, and then I make an area. So it's kind of got to stay up here until pretty much the time's right. Timber. That was a lame timber. Timber. Hey there, second tree. These right here, and I'll cut those up, and then I can start stacking my brush against this tree line right here, like I've done right here. Just kind of create a windrow down, and then they can stack all their wood behind me, and hopefully that'll leave me a path open where I can still get back in here and get this stuff cleaned up. That's my plan. A little bit of rain did not help the ground any. It is still hard as an absolute brick. Should have brought the stumper, but I gotta bring some. I'll bring it over here when I bring the pipe to put in for the construction entrance. Is that going to be enough to get that one down without breaking? Yes, sir. That one's got two forks in it. That one isn't the greatest log in the world right there. Especially since I just broke it in half. That'll be fine. Let's shove this back over here out of the way. Every time you hear it crunching, it's breaking branches off. So that's that many less I have to cut off. Let's go ahead and take this pine tree down, and then I've got a poplar tree there, a couple little gum trees that need to just be crunched up. hoping once I get back there in the background it's not this hard. I think this is probably the hardest ground on this site. It should get softer back there. I know in that bottom it's going to be soft because that's where the pond's going to go eventually, but right up here, this is definitely a good site for a shop that he wants to build. Couple little trees and get them taken down, and I'll drag this out, maybe take down a couple more and get everything cut up. Do it again and again and again. Should get all that down today. We got storms coming in later again, but I think it'll be more this evening than this afternoon, but we'll just have to wait and see. This is my second run of trees. Got all them cut up. Now it's time to clean them up. See, you got 4 tree length pulpwoods. Sending a couple more down. Grab these two right here, and that'll be enough to cut up. And I'll probably work on these right here. And there's a tree right there. Much the tornado zone where all those treetops of all the other trees that I took down fell. You can tell it's just a wadded up mess of little gum trees that are left and treetops. Trying to get all that piled up over here out of my way. I'll have some time next week when I come back over here to bring the haul truck, and I'll probably leave this pile right here and haul it to the back where that little field is I cleared, just dump it along the tree line back there, and I think I can just burn that right there. That way I'm not waiting on them to open up, have some trees cut down, and that way I don't have to stump an area. I can just go ahead and pile it up, and it'll be there. I'll only have to move it once. finish line is in sight for me. For the loggers, just beginning. Well, everything's going pretty good. I just drug out all those trees that I took down the other day and got most of those cut up. All the ones I just took down right there. Wood pile's growing. I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and may go ahead and drop a few more of those, but that's pretty much all that's left right there, other than the trees up there behind me along the driveway that we got to take down. But I want to try to work on getting some of this stuff out of the way first. Take down a few more trees and then call it a day. About 15-20 minutes. There's rain coming, and I think I mentioned it, the loggers are coming possibly into next week, but I won't be here till end of next week. So we are going to go down there and finish flagging the trees that we want to keep. Because the cutter's going to come in here first and probably cut 8 or 10 acres, and then they'll start working on getting that material out. But I want to make sure that none of the nice oak trees down there that we're trying to save around the pond site area get accidentally taken down. So I flag everything that stays in blue ribbon, and I got to flag a little bit more of our clearing limits with pink ribbon. So it'll probably take about an hour to do that. Then I'm pretty well gonna be tired and ready to go home. I'm already tired from chainsawing today. After we go walk a mile or so in the woods, I'll have had enough of it for today. We'll try to get these 4 or 5 more trees down, and that's going to be a wrap for it. I probably won't take the camera with me down there in the woods. It's just too much stuff to tote along, walking all through the woods trying to flag trees. But I pretty much have accomplished what I wanted to do today, and that was get the rest of these trees right here down. Other than about 5 or 6 left, I would say it went pretty good. I might actually drop them back towards this brush pile, so I'm not tearing up so much stuff in the woods. Drag this tree out. Maybe. If it comes out. Wasn't that exciting? That's how to get a tree to go where you want it to go when it's not going where you want it to go. be glad once I get done with all these trees and move down there, because this ground up here is just hard. Alright, let me take these other 3 down, and that's a wrap for today.